Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading. This is the 20th to the 26th of May 2019. Okay. Just need to switch my phone off there. Okay, yeah. 20 to the 26th of May 2019. For your reading, guys, we're going to be using for your focus card for the week, the Everyday Witches Tarot. Really nice deck. I don't use that enough. Had it about a year. Body of the reading is going to be the Spellcaster's Tarot, and to any additional information for the week, we'll still get it through the Everyday Witches Tarot. Okay. Spiritual advice for the week, we are using the Coal Grey Angel Prayers. You can see that deck. Okay, so let's have a look then. So, and pardon my nails, guys, they're chipping a little bit. I only did them yesterday and they're already chipping. So if one looks slightly chipped, I do apologise. I haven't had the time to do them today. Universe Spirit, can you show me what is the focus for the week for Sagittarius? What is the focus card? What is it they'll be focusing on or need to focus on between the 20th and the 26th of May 2019? Show me. Right, you need to focus on the Queen of Cups, Sagittarius. I mean, this could be a family member, it could be a friend, could be a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancerian individual, but the Queen of Cups really has an energy when we're focusing on this particular card, and she's got her cup open. So I read the Queen of Cups, and also, can you see that she's pregnant as well, showing here? Okay, Queen of Cups is all about the children, she's about fertility as well, dreams. Growth of ideas is the Queen of Cups energy. She's very nurturing, she's very kind, she's very loving, she's very supportive. So, if this is an energy that you need to focus on, perhaps you need to focus on becoming more like this character, Sagittarius, where we're talking about becoming nurturing, opening your heart, opening your mind up with the Queen of Cups energy. Opening up your heart to others. She's somebody who supports people. She's able to kind of step into people's shoes. She's empathic. She's sympathetic. She's loving. She's all of those wonderful things. She is of the realm of water. She's actually water of water. All queens are rooted in water, so she's double water. She's pure emotion. So some of you guys probably need to focus on getting in touch as well with your emotions. And I know that that is a very, very cliched thing to say. Just getting in touch with your emotions, that type of thing. But it's true, when you get the Queen of Cups, it's one of those cards where you're really digging deep. There's a situation, and sometimes, for example, if you're in a situation and you've broken up with someone, she's not the type of person. I mean, she's on the one side, she's a dreamer, but when she really needs to dig deep and she really needs to get realistic, this is a lady that will do that. She's not the type that completely kind of ignores the truth, as it were. She will face up to the truth if she needs to do it. And I know her very well because I'm a Scorpio female and I've been her many, many, many times. And though it might take time for her to kind of adapt and accept a situation sometimes, she's the type of person that knows realistically that that is what must be done in order to move forward. So I feel the focus for the week, Sagittarius, is all about getting in touch with your emotions, digging deep, accepting situations for what they are. If some of you guys are kind of blocking your heart, it's time to open it with the Queen of Cups energy, because the Queen of Cups is very open. Her heart is open to situations. With the Queen of Cups energy, there might be certain things that you decided to cut yourself off from for a while, Sagittarius. Well, now is the time to focus on opening your heart to those things. With the Queen of Cups, your focus for the week might be on nurturing or helping someone, or offering some form of emotional support to another individual. Alright, which is what the Queen of Cups essentially is. Your focus for the week might be on putting yourself in somebody else's shoes. So even if you don't understand somebody's reasons for doing something, Sagittarius, it might be saying, well, with the Queen of Cups energy, the focus for the week for Sagittarius needs to be that they will put themselves in another individual's shoes, just so that you can start to accept and understand the situation for what it is. Let's get a reading on this. So the focus for the week needs to be on the Queen of Cups, and that is kind of accepting and understanding a situation, digging deep, getting in touch with your emotions. In the past, we've got the Hermit that shows up. Now, the Hermit has got its back turned. It's the first card. The Hermit could be a Virgo person that some of you guys were dealing with, Sagittarius, but the Hermit is also when we're withdrawing. Again, the Hermit is very similar to a Queen of Cups. It's a need to gain insight. Might be that you had someone though. This could have been somebody that withdrew from you as well in the past with the Hermit energy, or you withdrew from them with the Hermit energy showing up here. You know, it's funny because you've got the Nine of Cups energy. So I do feel that some of you guys abstained, because Hermit's got its back turned to the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups can be a card of, you know, overindulgence. So with the Nine of Cups, you can be indulging in drink, rich foods. You can be indulging in, you know, too much fantasy or too much fun or too much sex. It's very similar to a devil card, this card can be. All right, but the Hermit is kind of turning its back. Well, it's not even kind of, it is. It's turning its back away from this energy here. So whatever the indulgence was for some of you guys have decided to withdraw from that. I think that you guys have decided in the past, I'm going to withdraw from something that is, it's either not good for you, you're either indulging in it a little bit too much, overdoing it with the Nine of Cups energy, or it's probably just pure fantasy. Because the Nine of Cups can actually be a card that represents just fantasy. It's like Seven of Cups in a way at times. I think you withdrew from this, Sagittarius, okay? I think that your eyes were open with the Sun energy, all right? I think that your eyes were open. The Sun means to be exposed, okay? The Sun means to see things clearly for what they are. And some of you guys might disagree with that interpretation. You do have two good cards here, Nine of Cups and the Sun, but the Hermit is the type of person, when it's got its back turned, it's turning its back on the card behind it. And all I'm seeing here is that you guys are turning your back on this Nine of Cups. And Nine of Cups is pleasure seeking. Turning your back on something perhaps pleasurable. Could have been with a Leo, for example, with the Sun energy showing here. It could have been that you turned your back on something whereby you were drinking too much or eating too much of the wrong thing, or too much, something that you were indulging in. Something that was making you feel really good that you were indulging in with the Sun energy. You could have turned your back on something that you were indulging in. You were seeing the light, you were seeing clarity, you were seeing things for the way that they were. The Sun doesn't always have to mean, you know, happiness and joy. It is a kind of happiness and joy primarily, but it's also the Sun shows up when you're seeing clearly, and the Sun shows up when something is being exposed. Exposure cards within the tarot can be things like the Star, where you see naked bodies, Star, World, Star, the World. There's another one that I'm thinking of here that exposes as well. There's other cards that expose. Any card that you see a naked body on, Sagittarius, that card represents something is being exposed, or somebody's exposing themselves. So I do feel that with the Hermit facing out on the Nine of Cups and the Sun energy, and some of you guys have kind of reevaluated your happiness as well, because if this isn't turning your back on maybe something that you've been indulging in for a while, something that maybe brought a great deal of happiness, or turning your back on something you were indulging, maybe you were seeing the thing clearly for what it was, then perhaps some of you guys were looking, you were reviewing, because this is all about kind of just taking, it's like the Hangman. So many of these cards are very interrelated, but the Hermit can be like the Hangman as well, where you take a step back to review. And some of you guys have reevaluated, you know, a certain kind of life system that you were living through. The Nine of Cups, you've turned your back to in order to assess and reevaluate and review with that Hermit energy whether something was making you truly happy with the Sun and the Nine of Cups. And I do feel that some of you guys, I will say, I don't care, I will say it. And as I say, I'm always unapologetic for the way that I explain these cards. I do feel some of you guys turned your back and you have reassessed and reevaluate whether you had true happiness with something, or you turned your back on something that was, you know, you were indulging in quite a bit here. Also turning your back on something that made a lot of promises. If you look at the genie, he makes promises. He's the genie in the bottle. He says, I'll grant you a wish. You know, so this is temptation as well. All right, this is something that is too good to be true, even with the Sun and the Nine of Cups. So some of you guys possibly turned your back on something that was very tempting, almost something that felt like it was too good to be true, I feel, with these cards. What's the thought process going into the 20th to the 26th of May 2019 for Sagittarius? What is the thought process? What are Sagittarians thinking concerning this situation? When you're thinking, Sagittarius, the Two of Swords, you're changing your mind. You're in two minds about this. You turned your back with the Hermit, but now you're kind of re-evaluating. Remember, the Two of Swords is to be in two minds. You're faced with a decision. So this kind of lets me know that you're re-evaluating what you've already decided on. You decided to turn your back on something that you were indulging in, something that felt too good to be true, something that seemed kind of out of this world for some of you guys with the Nine of Cups and the Sun energy, something that appeared to bring you, because remember, this is just an appearance and this is great happiness. So you turned your back on something that superficially, I think, with both cards as well, because for me they feel very superficial as a pairing together. I think that you turned your back on something that superficially brought you a great deal of happiness, but I think that going into the week you're reevaluating that decision that you made with the Two of Swords energy about doing that with that Two of Swords energy. Six of Swords energy. Now the Six of Swords, I think that you're actually seeking a second opinion, because you've got the Six of Swords moving towards the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is all about two decisions, so this can be a second opinion, and this person is seeking. So I actually feel that your thought process is, I need to seek a second opinion. Again, it's still whereby you guys are kind of, and I don't think that your thoughts are blocked, because even though the Two of Swords can represent a blockage, usually it's about an emotional blockage. The Six of Swords going in there, Six of Swords is all about clarity, so clarity of mind. But it might be indeed with the Two of Swords, your thoughts are... But either way, whichever way we want to explain that, whether with the Six of Swords going into the Two of Swords, whether your clarity facing into the Two of Swords is blocked, or whether you are seeking with the Six of Swords going into the Two of Swords a second opinion, for me, you're reevaluating the situation. Whether with the Two of Swords, again, this is you kind of reevaluating with the Six of Swords moving forward. Could be some of you guys are evaluating moving on as well, but I just thought with this Six of Swords going towards, and if you look here, can you see this lady? Can you see this kind of? Can you see she's got a? It's almost like she has a gift here for this lady here. She's saying, "Oh, please, Seer, take this gift and show me what I should do." So I get the impression some of you guys are reevaluating what a prior decision that you made, but also thinking to yourself, I need to seek a second opinion. Two of Swords is two opinions, two ideas. And some of you guys are kind of, Six of Swords is seeking. So some of you guys are actually seeking, I think, a second opinion on this, whether you've made the right decision to turn your back on whatever this thing is. The Ace of Coins energy showing here, all right? So the Ace of Coins is interesting, is standing behind... and it's also, it could be with the Ace of Coins. Ace of Coins is planting a seed and it's building something. So some of you guys might be seeking a second opinion as to whether you should carry on maybe with the Ace of Coins energy, investing in whatever this thing is. Because Ace of Coins is planting the seed, it's investing. So some of you guys seeking a second opinion perhaps, whether you should invest in this situation with the Ace of Coins energy, whether you should carry on building on it with the Ace of Coins energy. I think that some of you guys are kind of, with the Two of Swords energy, faced with a decision whether you should keep on with this Six of Swords. Six of Swords is progress, it's moving forward with the Six of Swords energy. It is guidance with the Six of Swords energy. It is advancement. The Ace of Coins is building, so whether you should carry on advancing or building this thing. Ace of Coins, moving this project along. With the Six of Swords and the Ace of Coins. Remember, the Six of Swords is all about movement, it's travel. Ace of Coins energy. Some of you guys might be kind of in two minds whether you should travel, perhaps this is a new job, or turn your back on a particular job with the Ace of Coins and move towards doing something a bit more open, because Two of Swords is also the card being where the mind is open, keeping your options open. So some of you guys, it could be a job, it could be where you say, you know, I've turned my back on something that was good. Perhaps for some of you guys, that something that was a lot of fun, Nine of Cups, something that I was contented with the Nine of Cups energy, something that I was happy to do, because the Nine of Cups can mean contentment and this is happiness, but you turned your back on it. It's almost like some of you guys decided, actually, even though this thing that I was doing was good, I decided to turn my back on that. And some of you guys, it might also be the case where you say, because the Six of Swords is moving out of that Ace of Coins, it's moving away from it, this is kind of like the job or the stable energy showing here. You've moved away from that. So your mental thought is, I need to move away from something that I've been building and perhaps just kind of focus on keeping my options open with the Two of Swords, because this is also keeping your options open, and this person's focusing on the Two of Swords, keeping their options open and moving out of that Ace. So some of you guys thinking, and it could literally be that you've been doing something for a while and you say, maybe I should move away from this. So, you know, I think that it could be two things. I think that the thought process going between the 20th and the 26th of May 2019 is some of you guys are reevaluating your prior thoughts to move out of a situation. The situation, I think, with the Nine of Cups and the Sun, it's either that it's too good to be true, it's either that you're indulging something but you see the light with that Nine of Cups and the Sun energy. You might be turning your back on something that feels good with the Nine of Cups energy, but it's actually burning you with the Sun, because Suns burn as well. Some of you guys going into the week, the 20th to the 26th, and you're saying to yourself a few things. Number one, it could be for some of you guys mentally, you're saying, you know, really I need to keep my options open, or I need to reevaluate whether this is what I do or want to do before I move on. Some of you guys moving on from a commitment, some of you guys moving on from a job. So it could be, well, you know, I need to reassess what I'm doing and reevaluate the prior decision before I decide to move on from, you know, this long-term commitment or this thing that I've been building or this job. And some of you guys probably saying, well, I need to seek some advice here. I need to seek a second opinion before I move on from the Ace of Coins, something that I've been investing and building in. And some of you guys are saying, well, I need to seek a second opinion as to whether I should start building something new. Ace of Coins is all about building something new. So I do feel that there are some revisions and there's reviews being made here about a prior decision that you made to leave something behind. This thing could have been good, or it could have been quite superficial, or it could have been good, but at the same time it was burning you too. What is the advice from the universe? Universe, how do you advise the Sagittarians? What do you advise them to do going forward? The advice, Sagittarians, is the Two of Cups energy. So the Two of Cups energy is to balance. Emotional balance is the Two of Cups. This can also be to discuss. Maybe you need to share your feelings with someone, because the Two of Cups is all about sharing your feelings. So the advice could be with the Two of Cups, maybe you need to share your feelings with the Two of Cups energy, showing here. Ten of Wands, about your struggle, about the struggle that you're having with that Ten of Wands energy. Especially if it's something to do with work, because the Ten of Wands can also be work. You're struggling with projects. So especially if you're turning your back on a job, for example, something that, you know, with the Nine of Cups energy, you seem to have achieved a lot, but it's burning you, the Sun energy. Maybe the work is burning you. Maybe there's something here that is, you know, really kind of, this is a good card, the Sun is, but it can also represent to get burnt. So maybe some of you guys are turning your back on something that feels good, but it's burning you at the same time. And that's why you're kind of seeking this second opinion, whether you should start something new, maybe with the Ace of Coins, or leave this Ace of Coins, leave this job or relationship, whatever it is. But you need to share. The advice is share your feelings. Maybe you need to tell someone that you're struggling with the Ten of Wands energy. Showing here, okay, so you might need to, if it's a job that you're thinking, oh, I don't want to stay in this because it's too much, you might need to share your feelings. Two of Cups energy, that you're struggling with that Ten of Wands energy. Could be with the workload and you need some time out, and you're unhappy, you know, with the status quo or what you're being given at the moment with the Four of Cups. I think that you need to share your feelings, and that's why I feel that you need to focus on the Queen of Cups for the week. Number one, some of you guys need to really focus on digging deep and being honest with yourself. Number two, you have to, with this Queen of Cups energy, focus on being honest. Just being really, really honest with yourself, and also sharing your feelings with others, because that's what the Queen of Cups does. You might need to focus on talking to somebody who you can empathize with, or who will empathize with you, and that would be the Queen of Cups, because she's the person that can empathize, and she's a great listener, and she can give you some really good advice. So some of you guys need to focus on kind of getting advice and speaking to someone who can help you with the Queen of Cups, and somebody who can offer you some emotional support, because I do feel that some of you guys really need some emotional support showing up here. It's not a bad reading at all, and some people say, oh, they're always bad. It's not bad readings, it's just that the readings that come through are the readings that come through, and it's as simple as that, you know. And as I say, I'm unapologetic for what comes through on the readings. I think that, you know, the readings can be really helpful and quite insightful for people, you know. I'm not about that life where if I'm not seeing huge amount of monies for that week for you, I'm going to, you know, I'm not going to talk about it if you're not in the cards. I do feel that some of you guys are turning your back on a dream. We'll go through this reading again. 20 to the 26th, some of you guys, Saggies, are turning your back on a dream. You're turning your back on something that was artificial or superficial with that Sun and the Nine of Cups energy. Something that was too good to be true. Something that possibly felt good, but it was burning at the same time with the Sun energy. Something that with the Nine of Cups energy gave you a great deal of satisfaction and happiness, but maybe it was, you know, it was just too much. Maybe something, maybe there was this was, you know, with the genie, maybe this was just an illusion showing here. Turning back on something that was maybe just an illusion. It's been exposed as such, for example. If it's a job, then yeah, turning your back on something that was satisfying you, possibly financially wise, but, you know, it was a hard burn with the Sun energy. You can see here that she's actually spinning huge amounts. So she looks like she's working hard as well. And the sun is shining on her back. Can you imagine how uncomfortable that might be? Yeah, there's a baby sitting here, but at the same time, there's a lot of hard work going into this, plus looking at a baby as well. So, and this baby is naked, so this is exposure. So some of you guys turning your back, the Virgo in the past, the Hermit energy, just kind of withdrawing a little bit from something that gave you great satisfaction, something that was fulfilling your dreams, but it might have been really hard work, especially if it could have been anything, relationship, work, you fit it into whatever you feel it kind of relates to, Sagittarius. I do feel that the thought process is, I need a second opinion. Some of you guys are searching for a second opinion before leaving a commitment or a job behind. Some of you guys are searching for a second opinion, whether you should start investing or building something new. Some of you guys are saying, okay, my focus is going to be on leaving behind what I've been building in this energy here with the Nine of Cups and the Sun, in order just to kind of, you know, open my mind a little bit to maybe a different experience with the Two of Swords. I think the universe is saying you need to share your feelings. Before you make any real decisions on this, Sagittarius, share your feelings with someone that you've been feeling overly burdened, especially if it's work and you're not happy with the Four of Cups. You need to take a bit of time out with the Four of Cups energy. Some of you guys, it might be that with this Sun energy and this Hermit, you've turned your back on something that's really good, but at the same time, it's really burning you. Really hard work with that Sun energy, because she's spinning hair in the Sun, and that's hard enough to do. She's having to spin her hair into thread. Do you see what I mean? And that can be very hard to do at the same time. So some of you guys are exhausted probably. And if that's the case, then you need to say, well, share your feelings. Tell someone that you've been struggling with a lot of work here. And that with the Four of Cups energy, you can't take anything else on. Four of Cups is not taking the additional cup. All right? Share your feelings. If it's a love thing, share your feelings with someone that you're struggling with the relationship. That's the advice. Ten of Wands energy. All right, and that you with the Four of Cups energy are not happy with what you're receiving in the relationship. You need to share your feelings. It's a week for sharing your feelings, which is why you need to focus on the Queen of Cups. You need to focus on sharing your feelings with someone and how you feel about a situation before you actually make a decision. All right, let's have a quick look, Sagittarius, at the other energies coming in for the week. So Universe, Spirit, show me the other energies coming in for the week for Sagittarius. What are the other energies? Show me. I've got 5 cards, please. Show me the first card. What's coming in? Other energies. Nine of Pentacles. So Nine of Pentacles is seeing the rewards for hard work. Also, some of you guys, it could be that you're taking a bit of downtime, and if that prior reading was anything to do with work and feeling burnt out, because the Sun can mean I'm feeling burnt out, you know, this is all about taking a little bit of time off. Can you see what she's doing? She's sitting in her garden. She's relaxing. She's got food, she's got fruit, she's got wine, she's got a book. So this really is depicting somebody who is relaxing. They have, earned it. They've earned the reward to relax. Can you see all the money on the tree and the money and the fruit that's, the fruit that is born off all the seeds that she's planted? Her hard work is paying off. So some of you guys are experiencing that your hard work has paid off, and you're probably going to be taking a break. So some of you guys, it might be with that Nine of Coins, taking a break. With the Nine of Coins energy, Nine of Coins can mean that you're going to a nice hotel, or you're going to a retreat, or you're getting a massage or something like that. Meditation can be the Nine of Coins energy, so that could be showing up here. And you've got the Empress, which is lovely, showing up here. Some of you guys getting ready to give birth, because it's a number 9 months, and she's ready to give birth. So some of you guys, this could be a week where you're ready to give birth, literally, between the 20th and the 26th of May 2019, if you are pregnant, or this is you guys, probably something is ready now, ready to give birth to something now with this Empress and the Nine of Pentacles. But also this is somebody who's really comfortable in their environment. So some of you guys are experiencing a great deal of feeling comfortable and feeling rested within your environment as well, with this Empress and the Nine of Pentacles energy. And also some of you guys might be doing some home renovations. The Empress represents somebody who likes to be creative, and the Nine of Coins can be an apartment, a property, okay, bricks and mortar. So some of you guys are probably, with the Empress energy, doing a few kind of home renovations and preparing to be a bit more creative, possibly kind of, putting up new wallpaper or new paints and new carpets maybe in the home, that type of thing. Also, some of you guys might be single mothers. Sorry, I keep thinking about all these combinations. Some of you guys, it might be that this is a week to focus on being a single mum as well. Maybe, if you're not a single mum, but then maybe having to be responsible for someone on your own, Sagittarius. Also, we've got the Ace of Wands. So Ace of Wands and the Empress. Some of you guys might be finding out that you are pregnant. Ace of Wands is conception and the Empress is pregnancy. So this might be finding out that you are pregnant as well. So you might get a pregnancy, you know, a positive pregnancy thing coming through. You've also got strength showing up in here. So some of you guys have to have strength or having strength in your ideas this week. Ace of Wands, a strong beginning as well. So some of you guys, you've got a strong beginning showing up here. All right, or the Ace of Wands energy. This could be a new beginning or a new passion, bringing a great deal of strength to some of you guys showing up here. Might also be a new relationship, could be with a Leo individual showing up here. And you do have the Ace of Cups, which is new love as well. So potentially new relationship, could be with a Leo individual, could be a new passion or an attraction, bringing a great deal of strength. New love, this is new beginnings, an invitation as well, or could be an invitation by a Leo individual to do something as well, showing up here. What else can we see for Sagittarius? Oh, that's interesting. We've got the Four of Wands in the reverse. So some of you guys feeling a little bit unstable, unhappy, perhaps not very happy, lack of security. Four of Wands is reversed, showing here. The Hierophant. Okay, so the Hierophant is the lesson card. It's learning something. It's this is all about your core beliefs. So some of you guys are not secure, not feeling secure in your core beliefs with the Hierophant energy. Some of you guys also feeling that you're losing your home. Four of Wands reverse can be losing your home. The Hierophant could be a landlord. So some of you guys might be leaving a property. Four of Wands reverse might be something to do with the landlord with the Hierophant energy, or not feeling particularly happy, maybe with somebody else's beliefs, the Hierophant. Or it could be not feeling happy or secure. It could be to do with a family member as well. Hierophants usually represent, often these are male elders within the family. So some of you guys not feeling particularly happy. It could be with a male elder, it could be a Taurus individual, or it could be something to do with the tradition or being told what to do, or having to kind of toe the line with the Hierophant energy. We do have some drama, Knight of Swords energy showing up here. I'm not saying there are loads of arguments, but there could be. Because I think that some of you guys aren't happy with somebody's rules and regulations here with the Hierophant energy showing up here. Or it could be not happy in a marriage for some of you guys, Four of Wands in the reverse. This could also be the breakup of a marriage, because Four of Wands in the upright and the Hierophant is a marriage card, marriage combination, but the Four of Wands is reversed here, saying that perhaps there's a lack of commitment or no marriage sort of thing showing up here in a situation. And it might also be that off this there might be a little bit of drama coming in with the Knight of Swords. There might be kind of a little bit of a challenge showing up there. This might be coming from your point of view. It looks like you guys are probably challenging the King of Coins. So this could be somebody that you're challenging. It might be that this person is not secure. You're not feeling secure, Four of Wands in the reverse, in a marriage or in a commitment here. You might be challenging this individual. Knight of Swords is challenging the King of Coins energy. Maybe you're challenging them that, can you see that cake? Only a small slice of the cake. You might be challenging them that they're only giving you a small amount of their time, showing up here in the cards. So some of you guys challenging someone because they're only giving you a small amount of time. Okay, you don't feel that they're committed enough in a relationship showing up here. However, this person here, I feel, is looking to reconcile differences with you. He's looking towards temperance. Temperance is to harmonize and rebalance and readdress the balance in a relationship. So even though I feel that some of you guys might be arguing with someone, or there's a bit of drama because you feel that you're not getting enough attention or enough time for an individual, I think that this person is looking at harmonizing the situation. Okay, we'll quickly go through that again then. Sagittarius, week commencing 20th to the 26th. The other energies showing are you guys taking time out for yourself. The Nine of Coins energy, you can see wine, food, drink, everything there, sitting down reading a good old book. So some of you guys really relaxing and retreating. You might be kind of taking a bit of time out. Could be a holiday, or it could be going on a kind of like a meditation retreat or to a nice hotel. Some of you guys might be spending a lot of time as well in nature with that Empress energy. Both cards represent the garden and the outdoors. So some of you guys spending a lot of time in nature. Some of you guys with the Nine of Coins and the Empress are ready to give birth. Could literally be a baby, or this could literally be something created. And literally with that Ace of Wands we've got here with the Empress energy, this is usually a conception, pregnancy. a positive pregnancy result showing up here with both cards. This is the conception card, this is pregnancy. Also here, if you are ready to give birth with that 9 of coins, because number 9 months, and then the birth, Ace of Wands, new. So this might literally be just giving birth this week for some of you guys, or you're ready to give birth. So this is creative, this is a new project. Some of you guys are literally ready to launch a new project this week. I do feel that with the strength energy here, some of you guys feeling very strong, or this is a strong relationship, or this could be a new relationship showing up as well. Could be the Leo individual. Strength is usually, even though I see it as a female card as much as a male card, Leo represents, because it's ruled by the sun, it's usually a male card as well. Some of you guys though feeling insecure within a marriage, showing up here. You might be accusing though as well. Some of you guys feeling insecure within a marriage or a long-term relationship, and it might be that some of you guys are accusing. Can you see how the Knight of Swords has got the knife out? You're accusing a partner here. Possibly, look at how Temperance looks. She got her eyes. Can you see how her eyes like? You're probably accusing a partner of having an affair or something like that. Okay, but this partner might simply just be looking. And also, you're accusing this partner of only giving you a small amount of the cake. Can you see how the cake only got a small amount, small slice? So some of you guys are accusing a partner of not giving you enough time. But this partner could be looking at someone, but I feel more than anything they're looking at kind of reconciling, or they're looking at trying to get something balanced. Maybe this person's just busy, which is why they can't give you as much time as you'd like. But it's a good week. I see a lot of relaxation here, Sagittarius. I see some of you guys, you're either giving birth or you get a positive pregnancy test, or you know, you're getting really creative and you're ready to launch something else new. And also I feel that you're, you know, this could be a good time this week. Maybe there's a new relationship with someone, could be a Leo individual, for example. Some of you guys are feeling very strong emotionally as well, or you're trying to build your emotional muscles back up. But I also feel maybe some issues with an individual you think not giving you enough time, but I think that can be resolved. Universe Spirit, finally, for did I just call you Leo? Hopefully I didn't. For Sagittarius, finally, can you just tell me, please, what is the spiritual guidance in terms of a prayer that Sagittarius needs to be asking for this week? What does Sagittarius need to be asking for this week? You need to be asking for to connect with music, all right? It's saying, thank you, angels, for inspiring me through music. So if you are feeling a little bit kind of up and down, listen to music. Music could be a really good help this week, just to help kind of comfort you and help you to feel more balanced. It's always, I always do that. I listen to a lot of classical music and stuff. So music's going to help you this week. All right. That is your reading, my darlings. If you'd like a personal reading with me, you can go through to the website. It's in the comment section below. Just click on the link. And yeah, thanks for your time, Saggies. Have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.